Hey everybody, and welcome back to EG&T Comics. And today's video is going to be a little bit different because I have something new I want to show you guys. I'm going to start trying to do footage of me walking around in the antique stores, looking at different stuff, just so you can kind of see uh, some of the things I'm looking at. So I'm going to roll it. Well, as I'm sure you could see, there was a lot of comics that I looked through, and there was just so much stuff, and it was actually incredible. I actually went back to Fort Smith. That They have a lot of good stuff there. I've only been there hunting twice. This is my second time, and I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It's always fun to get to look through stuff, even if you don't find much of anything. And sadly, that's kind of what happened. I didn't really find anything big, nothing really amazing, but it was just fun getting to look through so many comics, especially not even at like a comic book stores antiquing, just very large antique stores, lots of stuff. But yeah, I had a fun time, but I didn't find anything too great. Uh, so I'm just gonna show what I did kind of find. So I got RoboCop versus the Terminator #1. I got this simply just because I thought it'd be cool. I mean, you got two like robot people fighting. I mean, that's awesome, and especially from two different like medias like and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And the next one I have is Legion of Superheroes 298. Now, this has some minor key significance, I guess. I don't know much about it. All I know is it has something to do with Gym World. Not super familiar with it. I just picked this up because I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know. The cover is not incredible, but I just thought it was kind of cool that you have someone kind of like ominously just standing there. So it was kind of cool. But probably the one good thing I did find that I actually am happy about is Star Spangled War Stories #110. Now, what happened with this kind of like all these comics is after a while they started just making them about like prehistoric dinosaurs and stuff. Well, what's interesting about this one is that it on the title is says the Suicide Squadron's new mission, which is the Suicide Squad, which is pretty cool because I've always kind of liked that group. And though yes, at this time period it was very different. It didn't have many of the same people that a lot of people know in the Suicide Squad. Some of the people that made it more famous. I mean, like Harley Quinn and people like that. Like it, none of them were in here. Uh, not a lot of them, at least. There was a couple people who were in here, but it was mainly like war people. But it was just kind of cool. I really like it just because it has a has a giant dinosaur on the front, uh, just attacking that ship. Uh, I don't know much about these series, but I just saw that it said the Suicide Squadron on front, and I saw the dinosaur, and I was just like, yeah, that's awesome. I had to get it. But all of these three actually weren't shown in the footage of me looking around, so that's probably why they weren't seen. This was from a different time. I was looking through a glass case of comic books that were kind of under more protection. I'm not quite sure why, but I mean, I didn't want to film that. That was kind of strange because they were in big piles and stuff like that, and it was a two-hand situation trying to look through all of it. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Not any amazing finds, but definitely some cool stuff. And yeah, I'm thinking more about maybe trying to not necessarily sell my comics, but maybe trade them for some bigger comic book goals. Because right now I feel like I have a lot of minor keys that I found that maybe I'm not super attached to, or I don't really like the title a ton. So it might be worth trading, trying to find a bigger key, even though they're not in the best condition. Maybe if I could find a way, but yeah, I think there's some comic book shows coming up sometime uh here soon in Oklahoma, or I don't know. I'm gonna find something. Let me see what I can do. I have a couple of people I know of at like comic book shops and different places like that who are willing to not necessarily do trades, but some of them will like buy the comics and stuff like that. So I might try to find something to kind of fund bigger keys. But yeah, this was pretty cool finds. I definitely enjoyed my time. Not the best stuff, but it was a lot of fun, and in the end, that's what I'm happy about. So thank you very much for watching, and please consider subscribing to EG&T Comics, and please consider liking this video. Thank you very much.